Hello my friends, and welcome to Long War 2, or XCOM War of the Chosen Long War 2. Try and stick all that in the title. People have been voting for XCOM 2 for a long time, and we are finally here. The reason why it took so long is, firstly, I wanted to have XCOM 1 on the channel, because I always thought that XCOM 1 was the better game. And then it was just a case of loads of other stuff just happened, and I wasn't in the mood for XCOM. Having just finished XCOM 1, I wasn't really in the mood to plunge straight into XCOM 2, and then when I went to ask for XCOM 2, I ended up getting XCOM Chimera Squadron, which I'd never played before and really quite enjoyed. So then I played that, and then I had even less interest in playing XCOM 2. But here we are. It's been a good month, and so we are now sat in front of Long War 2.
Accessing the feed now.
There was a vote between XCOM 2 and Long War 2, and
but I don't know for how long.
Long War 2 was the
You seeing this?
Was the choice.
Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic.
No.
They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
Dun 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 dun. So, interestingly, in XCOM 2, the arguably, and I don't know if this has changed for Long War 2, the arguably hardest mission in the game is Gatecrasher. It's this one. If you can beat the first mission on Impossible, then you've basically beaten the game, which is kind of a sad statement to make, but like with many games where they haven't really properly thought out the difficulty balance, the first mission where you have no tools becomes the hardest mission because you have no tools with which to handle it.
It wasn't our fault. Please.
And the RNG.
No need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time.
Just need additional time.
Did you say something? You're one of those. You must understand. I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
Oh, this is different.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
The real war. I haven't actually played XCOM 2 War of the Chosen either, so...
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the
Okay,
20th
now we're back to normal.
anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord.
Yeah, it's, you know,
celebrating the formation of the Advent.
it's kind of a funny thing, but in a lot of turn-based games,
12 new
on the hardest difficulty, it's the first couple of missions.
Select cities by the end of the new year.
Those are actually the hardest.
Attack by French elements. Operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
That's the speaker! It's the Thin
A
Man.
number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow. Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep Gatecrasher.
60 seconds.
Gatecrasher! The hardest mission in the game. You basically can't take too much damage if you want a successful run.
Now.
Boom!
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
This is Big Sky. That's not Big Sky, sadly. You can never capture the awe and majesty of Big Sky. Okay. Wow, this is not what I was expecting. Did they get rid of Gatecrasher? The objective is simple: kill all the enemies. Note this is one of the few missions that allows for the retrieval of enemy corpses, which is needed for research and building many items. Okay.
Hey, look!
Let's go. We seem to be somewhat directionally challenged here, as in, I'm not actually sure which directions the enemy is. I'm going to presume up here, because this is the edge of the map, and so is this.
Moving on target location.
Oh. Okay. They look like civilians. Are they civilians?
Getting it done. Watch my back.
You can kind of just run as much as you want on. Oh, this is new. I have a sniper. You can kind of run as much as you want in XCOM2 as long as you're cloaked. Okay, that's the old detector tower. You can just avoid that.
Got it covered.
Man, the scroll speed is really high. Really high.
Go, go, go.
She's got that girl's got the old XCOM haircut. That's the old school XCOM Guile haircut.
Will do.
It's glitch. It's a glitch.
Printing.
Oh, it's the glitch. Okay, I would be detected for breaking the glass, I'm going to presume. I get the feeling the place I want to be is up on that building.
Will do. The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control. Good to go. It amazes that no one ever questioned how these factories work. Meat comes out, but you don't see any livestock going in, do you?
Alright, sweet. We can actually get through there without actually being detected at all.
I can get there.
I can get there. Okay. Apparently this guy can conceal himself for 2 turns.
On it.
Let's get my team up on this roof.
Solid copy.
Well, since we've been given infinite time, we can actually really plan out our
Stepping off.
Our assault.
On the move.
Moving fast.
Okay. There's a blue one, a green one, and a red one. We found the Power Rangers.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable. In short order.
Throw knife.
Got it.
Okay.
Double time.
You could almost be tempted to actually just go for those guys that are right there, but actually they're a little bit too far away.
Got it covered.
Move.
Ugh, so many characters. Like, I hope that not every mission is going to be 10 characters, because it's just kind of a pain in the ass to just deal with so many characters, especially early on in the game. And XCOM's maps were never really designed to cope with 10 characters either. It's the same issue with BattleTech, in that a lot of mods added huge numbers of characters to the game, and then the maps have been unable to change, so they were never really designed to cope with that many characters running around. Alright, let's go, team.
Got it, moving.
Okay, what's going on with this guy? He's got squad sight. Detects enemies without line of sight. Advent security towers cannot see this unit when it is concealed or in shadow. Interesting.
My watch begins.
Moving to position. I'm on it.
Already there.
Already there.
Okay.
No need to ask twice.
You can see there's very few places left for me to actually tactically place my troops because there's so many of them.
Line them up and I'll shoot them down, Commander.
Oh, they would waddle away, wouldn't they? Okay, well that gives me a chance to reposition.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. Overwatch. Moving.
What are the hit chances from up here? 77, that's really solid.
Got it covered.
That's really solid for, you know, early in the game.
I'm on the move. Overwatch.
However, I cannot get everyone in position just yet.
On it.
Double time.
Double time!
I understand.
Got it. Moving. Move, move, move!
Okay. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, they've moved into an even better position for me to take them out.
Affirmative. Moving out. Moving to Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Ah, just not quite close enough.
Double time.
Well, considering the amount of goons I have here, it might not be necessary.
I'm on it.
Holding action, Commander.
On Overwatch. Eyes on the prize. I see everything.
Oh, yes! They're moving in. Even better. Wonder what my old CTH is now. 91. Get ready for a dumpstering.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Let's keep you.
Got it covered.
Scanning.
Let's keep the 2 at the end.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Okay, now the interesting thing is, because it's legend, this is sort of funny, but because it's legend, they've all got at least 4 HP. Although frag grenades do 2 to 5 now. They don't do a fixed amount. Oh, that's really annoying. I was going to say, the odds of you actually killing someone with it, yeah, so basically Impossible in standard XCOM2 and standard XCOM adds 1 damage, adds 1 health to all the enemies. Which means that you can damage them all with grenades, but not kill any. 4, 4, 4, assault rifle. 3 to 5. Huh. Party time.
Another hit like that and we can do this! Let's go!
Hi, boys!
This might be useful.
Welcome to the party!
Get it together!
Shot wide.
Wow, that was a lot of misses. What is with these grazes?
Still in play.
Not much of a hit.
No wonder you need 10 units.
They're moving around the side. They're on my flank.
Watch the sides.
Does it explode when it dies? I don't know, and I'm not risking it.
Here, catch.
1 damage. What a surprise. And the cover wasn't destroyed either.
I'll get him next time. Toss me some ammo.
Do you ever get the feeling that the number system has been weighted against you?
You must keep me resupplied. On my way.
Grazed. What is with all these grazes?
Toss me some ammo.
That must be like the 4th or 5th one.
Coordinates received.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA.
That's not good.
They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Blue specialize in Overwatch. Green sport a high damage cannon. Red use a grenade launcher. Orange fire high accuracy rockets. Okay.
Hey! Stay in the crosshairs! I'm losing weapons, Commander.
Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Weapons burning ammo fast.
Missed. Oh, the number system's been weighted, hasn't it?
Weapons burning ammo fast!
Okay, so I got one. Running dry.
It's gonna be a while before they close in on my position. That one should just revive a Psy zombie.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
Oh, there goes Glitch. %61% hit chance, so it says. How much does the knife do? Not much. Hang on. Okay, too far away for grenades.
Strike from the darkness.
Okay, well there's my one graze damage. I'm gonna have to fall back from the wall edge.
Heading out.
Make them come to me.
Scanning.
Then run forward.
I hope it's worth it. Affirmative. Covering now.
Moving out.
Three.
My weapon's spent.
Roger that.
Two. So, every shot we fired, the damage is 3 to 5, and we have never rolled a 5. We rolled a couple of 4s. Did we roll a couple of 4s? We rolled a couple of 4s during the ambush, and we have almost entirely rolled 1s and 2s.
Sure thing.
Which makes me wonder whether the hit probabilities or the damage outputs have been fiddled with.
That's how it's done. I'm out of firepower over here.
It seems to me like everything's just been made more random. and that randomness has been weighted. Might not be weighted, but it seems, so far, seems a bit weighted down.
Help! Help! Someone help! Oh, that didn't feel good.
And they have also 2 for 2. They've 2 for 2 shot my guys, as in both shots they've made against me in the high ground have hit. That guy there is on Overwatch, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Better close your eyes.
Let's go. Goodbye, Overwatch.
Heading out.
.41, that's terrible.
Not a problem. Grenade out.
Whoa, critical hit for 5. That's the standard damage of the weapon, though.
Ammo fast. What's over there?
What's over here is more goons. That's what's over here.
Need a light?
%100% chance to hit. Take it.
I cannot hide bullets. Heading there now. I'm ready.
Okay, that's 3 out of 3.
They're repositioning on us.
4 out of 4? No.
I'm all right.
3 out of 4. He's out of ammo already. It's interesting because I don't remember firing more than once. Okay.
I need to reload.
%41%. He's just stood in the open. High cover, -45%. From here.
Take this.
See if we get the tree. Nope.
Reloaded.
32. It's even worse.
Negative damage.
There's very little cover left.
I'm going.
50, 41.
Adjusting aim.
About what I expected.
I need ammo.
Ready to engage.
I can't really maneuver from here. There's almost no cover remaining.
Come on, focus.
Should still remain flashbang for one more turn.
I'll get him next time. That's it. I'm out.
Oh, we actually hit him.
Out of ammo here.
Okay, that's 4 out of 5. That's 5 out of 6. Six out of 7. Well, it's the best I can do.
I can only blame myself.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Right, we're just gonna dive.
Need a light?
I'm just gonna dive the guy.
Sure thing. I'm ready.
Unfortunately, I have no ammo, so...
Okay. Enemy is still up. Running dry.
So a dive is an old XCOM strategy from the original game, which is where the enemy is just better than you, so you just run at them with everybody and try and get right up to them, and then just attack them. Obviously, it involves massive casualties, but with the dice so heavily weighted against you, you have very little choice. That's another hit. That's 8 out of 9. Nine out of 10. Okay, 9 out of 11. Although that one is flashbanged. 10 out of 12. I actually can't get close enough for a proper dive here. I get the feeling that XCOM will calculate him to be behind cover, even if I stand there.
Not a problem.
Giving up the height advantage here. Not that there seems to be a height advantage. Wow! Look at that.
What'd you expect?
Some actual good luck.
Weapons empty. Can't engage.
Here we go. Probably find out now that the sniper rifle's got terrible accuracy at point blank range. Well, the dive is working.
Who can give me a resupply?
Apparently, I do not have a shot from there. Oh, probably because I'm out of ammo.
It's still moving.
These high ground shots are really not helping me at all.
Understood.
Alright, let's go ahead and dive this clown as well.
Throwing grenade.
Oh, he had to reload. Alright, it's another hit. What's that? 11 of 13? What happened there?
I will need more ammo.
The actual thing seemed to bug out.
Moving to designated coordinates. Target down.
Okay.
Confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
I need to realign my my expectations for this mod, because there's blatantly weighting going on the hit chances, and they're not in your favor. Absolutely not. There is no way on this earth, if the enemies are fairly are using the fair hit chances, that they would land 11 out of 13 hits from the low ground against double high low cover targets. That's just impossible. So obviously this mod is cheating the hit chances on the highest difficulty potentially, because there's just no way. I mean, if I'd been a little bit unlucky, then sure, but that is crazy to me. I mean, the ambush, as an example, I missed. I think it was nearly half of my shots, and they were all 90%. And many of the shots that hit were grazes, doing just 1 damage. So there's not just waiting on the hit chances, there's waiting on the damage too. So now my question is, how do we approach a game? It's gonna be like the D&D question. How do you approach a game where they cheat down the damage and they cheat down the hit chances? You're gonna have to look for things that do fixed damage or that have fixed hit chances. Diving worked.
Allow these dissidents to fill
So
hearts with fear. Their victory
obviously it's a
today
risky
is
strategy
line
that
of
it's
footnote
going
in
to
history. A
deal
small
casualties
bump
to
on
you.
the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us. Diving was used in the original XCOM because
the enemy would always hit you. Pretty much, in the early game, the enemy had pretty much 100% chance to hit you. So there was no point in trying to have a standoff battle with them, even from an incredibly advantageous position, because they would just be picking off one of your guys every turn. So when you accept the fact that you're going to lose somebody every turn, the optimal strategy becomes to just run at the enemy to bring them down as quickly as possible, and that's what the dive strategy is. I don't use it very often because very few games cheat the hit chances to make sure that you die or lose characters every turn. But you know, in the early days, early games were pretty wild. So I just changed my strategy mid-battle there and literally just ran at the enemy to get the optimal position to shoot my weapon, to DPS race them down. But you know, had I known that things were going to go the way that they were, I would have done that from the offset. Still, anyway, that ambush went incredibly poorly. I probably would have started with a grenade, to be fair.
There's even one Reaper left standing. You can bet they're still in the fight. Finger on the trigger.
Okay. I really hate mods that say that they make the game more challenging and feel more like something, because more often than not, what they make the game feel is longer and more of a grind. But hey, that's, you know, that's my early thoughts. I haven't actually played this for a while.
Sometimes I do miss that damn sweater.
Well, actually, I've never played Long War 2, but I played the original Long War, so I haven't played Long War for a long time. This is Long War of the Chosen, or Long War 2, in a similar vein to Long War. That's what it says on the actual Steam page. But when I played the original Long War, I stopped halfway through because it just felt like a grind. And then I moved on.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, I'm going to call it for now. I will almost certainly restart because 3 casualties on the first mission is unacceptably high for this difficulty level. Although you are given a lot of dudes. So I'm going to suggest that some casualties were expected. Wounded, 29 days. Damn. Yeah, so the punishment for getting your characters wounded is also extremely high. I mean, 29 days is forever. So we'll hit the first mission again and get it done more cleanly. Seems like the best way to approach the situation. But I need to throw away my expectations of a fair fight. Or at least, you know, a reasonable fight.
To the research labs.
I don't think attacking from the high ground was the wrong move, necessarily. But once the fight has begun, we're just going to have to dive on the enemy. I.e. flashbang them, take a position where you can get behind them, and then the next turn, run right up to them and just shoot them point blank. Because we cannot win a standoff engagement, it seems. Especially when, even if you hit, the vast majority of my shots were doing 1 damage. So there's an additional complexity there that even if you're calculating in your mind that you're going to get your hits in, the damage rolls can still be fudged in such a way as to keep the enemy alive. I mean, the sectoid has got 9 HP, right?
Incoming transmission.
And you've got 8 dudes. So if the hit dice is fudged every time to give you 1 damage, you could literally land a hit with every single one of your characters, and if they all do 1 damage, you're not going to kill it. And the same is true of the grenades now that they've been changed to do 2 to 5 damage. You can't even use them like get out of jail free cards like you used in the other games. You relied on their fixed damage to as part of your strategy toolkit. You relied on the fixed damage of the grenade to set up situations where it was very unlikely that you failed, and that was part of having a good strategy. But here, the dice can fudge everything. You can have a perfect strategy, and if your rolls are bad, if your damage rolls are bad, even if you set up the tactical situation so that you can't miss, you can still have the wheels pulled off your trolley. So, yeah, overall,
Commander to the armory.
I must admit, overall, I'm not impressed so far based on this first mission, because for me, replicatable strategy is the sign of skill. And looking at that first mission and just analyzing it in my head right now, that whole situation could not be replicated, and future strategy cannot really account for the randomness. So, you know, what I'm saying is, essentially, it's all well and good me going away and coming up with a little bit of a better strategy, but even if my strategy is 25% better, 30% better, say, if the hit dice and the damage dice are fudged enough, it's not going to matter. It's not going to make any difference, which you're still going to lose people. Which annoys me as a strategist, because the whole point
to the research labs.
The whole point of playing a strategy game is devising the optimal strategy. And that, you know, too much randomness is counter to that. But anyway, that is it for now. Join me next time. We'll hit the first mission again. I'd probably say that this first mission is not as hard as the original Gatecrasher. It's just given me insight into how this mod changes the game. And my early doors impression is that it's making the game less strategic, more random, which is exactly what I don't like. So, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'm judging it too early. One of the things with XCOM2 is once you start getting the good gear, you can get your hit chances to be maxed out, and then it doesn't matter.
Incoming transmission.
You'll always hit with a 100% chance to hit, as it were. So, which may be why they added the damage fudging in the first place. So, to put the randomness back in, which is literally the opposite of what I would want to do with a game. So anyway, that is it for now. I'm gonna give it some thought. We'll hit out the first mission again, because obviously it's the first mission. With any good impossible difficulty run, you need to do well in the first mission to power you through the rest of the game.
Command.
So it's definitely worth. It's definitely worth playing again.
Different means of resistance, but our people fight for the same reason, for the world we once knew. Together we will end this occupation, or die trying. My people have thrown off the shackles of alien oppression, and through discipline, we have survived. We don't rely on the aliens' technology, and we would never live in their cities. We are the hunters. We move in the shadows. And we won't sleep until the last alien is dead at our feet.
Okay, alright. Everything looks relatively normal here, so far as I can see. yeah. Alright, that's it for now.
The lab is currently
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
wasting valuable time and resources
And
by not conducting any research.
I'll see you guys
Please
next time.
consider providing us with a directive as